Oh, my guy likes going to the nudie bar. Maybe he's got motion in the ocean. You don't know. Hey guys, it's your girl Lanisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are here with a brand new series. It is in the Marvel verse, I believe, but I don't think it's actually strictly Marvel. I'm not exactly sure how to explain it, but either way, it is Spider-Noir. I remember hearing about this ages ago, and I kind of forgot about it, and now it's back and it's here. Whole thing dropped at once, so it's kind of nice that we have to wait, week to week, but we're gonna be taking this one episode at a time, and we've got Nick Cage. When's the last time I saw something with Nick Cage in it? It's been a minute, so yes, very much looking forward to this. I believe this is kind of like an alternative universe idea around the type, a kind of Spider-Man. And like after watching Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Noir was one of the characters that was referenced in that show. So anyway, I do know it's part of the whole world, but I don't think it's something that was considered to be like a on-brand type of Marvel experience, if that makes sense. So I'm very curious as to how they're going to handle this iteration of Spider-Man, and it is new to me. So I'm going to be coming in with completely blind, fresh eyes, and I really like it that way sometimes. So I have no expectations, just taking it all in. So if I get things wrong, please know it's because it's new for me. So I don't want to take too much time talking about it. I put a poll on YouTube. You guys said you wanted to see me watch it in black and white, so we're going to do it in true noir style in black and white. So we're going to jump into episode 1, which is called Step Into My Office. But just before I do, please do hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. A girl's got a goal of hopefully hitting 20K before the end of the year, so hopefully you can be part of that journey with me. And also, if you're interested in watching an uncut version of this particular reaction, you can do so on my Patreon. All right, that out of the way, let's get into episode 1 right now.
Someone once asked me what universe this was. All I could say for sure was it was the only one I knew of.
Until Into the Spider-Verse.
I grew up in this city.
Is this his
I
past?
in this city, and I fell in love in this city.
Okay, so we're getting period piece. We're getting like the 40s, the 50s.
Never make again.
Oh, not a Mary Jane.
This city's hero.
But
Always on guard, always ready to swoop in.
it's a great shot. I love it. I wasn't sure if we were going to get spider action in this. And I also love seeing an older Spider-Man too.
That ended when Ruby died.
Oh, Ruby. Okay. Why do Spider-Man always lose their women, man? But he's a Ben this time, not the Uncle Ben, so that's probably a
We were going to be
improvement.
married in the spring. I even bought a ring to make it official.
Aww.
A ring I never had the chance to give her.
1890. Oh, this is 20s maybe.
With great power comes great responsibility.
She was your Uncle Ben?
And I failed her. The
There.
spider failed her.
Packing up the soup. We've seen this before.
After that, I didn't want the power or the responsibility.
Understandable. Oh, I wonder if I guess it doesn't really matter, but I wonder if we're going to get an origin story for how this spider got his powers. Oh, Nick Cage was producing this. Okay. Oh yeah, looking at these girls' clothes. Yeah, I don't know how I said the 50s. This is definitely 20s, 30s hair.
Say, you're kind of handsome.
Thank you.
Questioning your eyesight.
Oh,
I got a husband. Not that it's ever stopped me from having a good time.
ma'am.
I mean,
Yeah.
When your husband gets the same idea, tell him to give me a call.
Not him say when he's ready to get evidence to dump your ass.
You keep following me, it won't end the way you want it to.
It never does.
That wasn't the answer expected. I wonder, does he refrain from using his powers now because he's not the spider? So the spidey senses don't work no more? Or maybe he doesn't have spidey senses.
Don't do it, Addison. I'm as liable to shoot you as I am to give chase.
But that little pew pew, you only have one round in that sucker. You still out, bruh? So did you just put your powers on vacation as well? Oh, hi.
sir, you shouldn't.
He's
There you
fine.
go. Which way?
He went that away. The shadow, I love it. If you've ever watched movies from like the 30s and the 40s, there's a lot of callbacks to that type of filmmaking. And so it's a lot of fun. So he does have spidey senses. Why didn't they work with the car door?
What? Whoa.
We got powers. We got a mutant, guys. Is this Johnny Storm from another planet?
You're gonna burn.
Why? You gave him time to ignite his other hand? Stop being an all and shoot, bro. He clearly can't. I lied. He's got more than one round. Oh, not the gas. Oh, no. We about to go boo-kablooey. I feel like that should have been a bigger explosion. $3. Actually, back then, that was a decent amount of money. I keep forgetting. Oh, my guy likes going to the nudie bar.
Oh, that man was completely on fire.
That's the first out of his mouth.
Who hired you? Guy named Winston?
Yeah.
Bastard only offered me 30.
Ooh, you need to be better at negotiating.
Coffee?
Got anything a little harder?
In the AM?
My husband.
Oh, not Spider-Man trying to get cirrhosis of the liver.
How'd it go with Addison?
That good.
Addison's dead.
You?
Is he?
Oh, some other guy.
Did you check the body? It's very possible he burnt those bullets.
Wouldn't you agree, Mr.
Carmody.
Right this way, Mr. Carmody?
Sister girl says I need to get paid.
Wife.
Oh, she pretty.
You a rich man, Mr. Carmody?
No.
Wow.
Possessed of a keen wit, then.
Maybe. He's got motion in the ocean. You don't know.
Come back day after tomorrow, and I'll give you what you want.
Thank you.
Come on, Mr. Carmody, let's
Why is he like, ew? What? Okay, he had sweaty hands. That is so rude, though. Like, I understand that sometimes you look at some couples and they don't seem to make sense, but that is so judgmental.
On Silvermane.
You saw that name before?
His mansion a couple of nights ago, killed 6 of his men, and somehow the old bastard escaped.
That must have been the guy who set the fires.
So what you hiding over there? Another cheating spouse?
Interesting.
I haven't paid Jana in months. Beggars can't be choosers.
Says the man who has chosen to be a beggar for
It's
Christ.
true.
The city's a mess. Ever since the spider disappeared,
Okay.
Silvermane's got this city by the throat.
Does he know he's a spider?
Now the people could use a hero.
I guess he does know. Interesting. Why does he know? How does he know?
You used to be.
I know who I used to be. And I know who I am now. There's always going to be another Silvermane, Robbie.
Okay. That's the attitude. Okay.
I can't help but wonder what Ruby would think if she
Oh,
was talking like
not the buzz. Not the buzzword. She drowned. Oh, that's terrible.
I don't care what you think anymore.
Liar. He says with tears in his eyes and a shaky hand. It's a newsie.
I've been practicing my pocket tricks.
Yeah, show me.
You tell me.
Damn, he is good.
Can you be sober by 9 a.m. tomorrow?
Huh?
Hi, handsome. Long time no see.
Oh, wow.
Get your evening edition.
Dang, he really did go for her. Crazy.
But one brave soul tried to free us from the mobsters.
Are you allowed to say that he killed people outright, sir?
But he failed to kill the old bastard. So brace yourself for a bloody rampage from Silvermane and
Who's letting you write an article like this when someone that rich as Silvermane is out there?
Damn, Robbie. Give it a rest.
Right,
will
you
ya?
trying to get yourself and me killed, sir? That is so old movie too. They're taking a picture behind the newspaper.
Might be listed under his stage name, Stein, Frank, and Stein.
Ha, 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 ha. Oh, she at the penthouse.
Don't bother, I'll see myself out.
She at the penthouse. She knows somebody important. I mean, I'm with her though. If you're gonna cheat on your man, you should upgrade. You can get up there, you know. You not even doing it the old-fashioned way. You just he's like, I just want to try to figure that out later, or I might just use it to blackmail him. I don't know yet. That was so clumsy considering who we're dealing with here. Oh, she said no kisses. Good.
What the hell?
He has a conscience. Yeah, he definitely used the web to get down. Kind of a calling card there. Who else uses a web? I'm just glad, though, he intervened.
The other PI you hired told me you offered him 50, so I'm not telling you for a penny less than 200.
Oh, that is quite the upgrade.
But give me one good reason I shouldn't plug you.
You're not going to find Addison regardless.
38 reasons.
Oh.
It's actually a 32, but...
Oh.
And then I'll tell you where Addison is. And I'll keep the 30 as a tip. Janet will keep the 30 as a tip.
You know, she's been paid. Are you being followed? Follow that car. They're working together. All right. The way it's so much harder to blend in back then. I mean, there's like 3 models of cars, and not everyone owned them back then. You had to have money to own a car. This is Silvermane.
It's got some kind of powers.
And he did.
Those I want to talk to.
Well, you know, he wants him to work for him.
Pockets in New York. We're the only ones who know Addison's dead. We could ask for 1,000 now.
Okay. Right? Let's not piss the crazy man off. Yeah.
You do what you want. I'm leaving this one alone.
200's plenty.
Riley, fortune favors the bold.
Look how poor I am.
His bold days are over.
How about this?
I was like, what is she doing? She's developing the pictures.
Am I crazy, or is that the goddamn mayor of New York?
Oh, I didn't even check the mirror. Dang. Sounds like more ways to make money.
The Red Cliff, what was that all about?
Come on, Carmody, smile. This is great news.
I know.
I don't know if he's protecting her or just trying to keep out of trouble with the mayor. Maybe both when he saw that she was being assaulted.
Yourself vulnerable. I don't even feel good about taking your money.
Really?
Yeah.
She's so bad.
You're a very lucky man. Now go home.
I mean, in truth, she didn't do anything inappropriate short of going to a hotel to meet a man, so.
The only thing I can say with any certainty is she isn't married to that syphilitic walrus.
Damn! This Spider-Man is absolutely intense. Spider senses.
Another headache, huh? That sixth sense thing?
Mm.
You should listen to it.
Interesting that it comes across as a headache for him.
Trouble is, I'm not currently sure what it's trying to tell me.
Probably because you're not listening.
Oh, I can hear it.
Say we need money.
Pay yourself.
I think it is.
You want to steer clear of the mayor? That's fine.
Smart.
Maybe there's still some cash to be had.
I like the way she thinks. Is it blackmail?
Oh, that's Cat Hardy. Back in the day, you wouldn't have had to ask.
Okay. What does that mean?
Some poor sap got knocked off a few nights ago. Friend gave me a tip something's off with the body. Might be a story.
Burnt up by any chance?
Huh.
Oh, he did.
Say, does this look like a guy who died in a fire to you?
Mm-hmm.
No, but he sure as hell did. I was there.
There's those 3 plug holes in his chest.
What? It's just a migraine.
Is it for people with powers, maybe?
Does this guy have superpowers?
If that... Or is it him? What, he's dead?
Is he like you?
It's
complicated. So his spidey sense might actually be for mutants. That's a very interesting twist if that's the case. I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cat Hardy.
What was the tip for? Just for serving? Love that headpiece. It's such a brilliant nod to Eastern culture. He's mesmerized. She is singing to you and you alone, sir. What are they trying to show us with this? Is their singing doing something? Maybe it's just an artistic style here, but it almost seems like they're trying to show that it's doing something. Wow, he was completely either zoned in or, like I said, maybe her singing does something. So kids, what he's got there is a rotary dial phone. Back in the day, that's how you used to make calls.
Wake him up.
Is it too late for Mr. Greedy? You might want to die, though. Didn't he warn you not to be greedy?
I'm not interested in revenge or retribution.
Really?
So I'm going to make this quick.
Then why is he tied up?
Where Addison is.
Doesn't he already know? He doesn't have people in the police station?
And what about the name of the man who hired Addison to kill me?
How would he know that?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I could have told you he was gonna die regardless, bro. I don't even know why you would tell the truth.
I loved your performance.
He kind of did.
Stall?
Is there somewhere we can talk?
Is this not somewhere?
Here suits me.
Hmm.
I'm trying to help you.
Mr. Riley, I'd like you to meet my friend Flint Marco. He's
A gorilla? Do you mind?
Right? Unhand me.
Who told you that?
that you were leaving?
That I'm nice.
Duh!
Just a hunch.
She would have remembered that you saved her.
Tomorrow we can discuss the price of the negatives over lunch.
I suppose you think you're pretty clever.
Well, actually, most days I think I should just stick my head in the oven and get it over.
Damn.
I'm a coward.
It's not lies. She's gonna hire him.
Pale, white suit.
Sure do, mister. Thanks.
I hope that little boy stays safe. I like that he's so entrepreneurial at such a young age, though. Kind of had, that's the way it used to be, kids. Y'all don't understand back in the day. Everybody had to work from a very young age. Not that saying child labor is good. I'm just saying that was the way it was. This is why your meemaws and peepaws are a little bit on the harder side. Don't have a lot of empathy. He still loves them high heights, huh? Feels good, don't it? Oh. Who followed you?
So you're not hungry. How about a drink? Last chance.
He wants to tango with you. Ooh. Those spidey senses are completely out of whack. He's like, I'm really not scared of this.
I'll drop you. Well, the thing is, I'm not really scared of
Right? He's like, not my thing. You're the only one who'd be in trouble if you fall over this edge, not me. It is kind of crazy to see just a regular butt whooping for a Spider-Man. His face! What was that? I'm cute, don't hurt me. Okay. Make sure he's out. That guy looks kind of tough. Went down a little easy for me. Yeah, that's what I thought. You don't become a thug if you get knocked out that easy.
Flint?
Is Flint a werewolf? Why are you getting closer? This is not a good survival instinct. The skin. Sandman? Sandman. Interesting. Or a version of a Sandman. Wow, is everybody a mutant? He's like, just kidding. Right back up on that scaffolding. Ooh, damn. A little messy. He's like, we both got tricks. Now what? Lee, bro. Did his head just turn into sand on that head down? I don't even know.
Don't hurt him.
Where am I?
She just threw me off a building. What you talking about? Where? Don't hurt him.
What the hell is this?
Just leave us alone, please.
He doesn't know he's like that.
Here are the negatives on the house.
My guess he only did that because well, first of all, he didn't really want to blackmail her. But secondly, I think he just does not want to have to tango with that guy again.
Free.
Don't you think you're overreacting?
No, Ben.
No, she's not.
I have given you so much room. Airplanes have less runway.
Yeah,
But at
fortunately,
some
it's
point,
true.
when someone tells
Especially if you can't tell her everything.
Meet my secretary, Janet
me,
Ruiz.
ex-secretary, I just quit.
Shame. I came here to offer him a job.
Knew it was coming. How much does it pay?
The one you met last night? He's disappeared.
$50 retainer up front, then it's 10 a day plus expenses.
She didn't blink, so we're good. spend that old man's money, even though I guess that's not really her husband. So it's her own money. That's all it was, right? Oh, wait, double check. All right, this isn't typical Marvel. There are no end scenes. Okay, well, that was episode 1, and I like it. I think it was your typical intro to a series or a world. We get to understand of kind of the times. We're getting to know our main character, who is Ben. He is a spider person, but again, it's kind of an interesting depiction of his abilities, right? Like, he definitely has the webbing, he can swing around, he has a spidey sense, but it doesn't seem to work in the way that we've seen in a lot of the Spider-Man movies. And of course, I'm someone who used to watch the cartoon back in the day, and you know, I even have the little trading card from way back. But anyway, it's very different, right, in that sense, because, well, right now it almost feels like it might be broken, right? Because in all the other iterations of Spider-Man, his spidey sense is like, he can always tell when something is about to harm him. So that car door, when that car was driving in the street, in a regular Spider-Man movie, he would have jumped out of the way, dashed out of the way, whatever. Now, of course, we know that in the story of Ben here, he's trying to basically forget the identity of the spider. So maybe he just let himself get hit because he knew that if he just displayed some crazy agility for a guy in his 50s, it would probably ask, beg questions. But I don't get the sense that that was the case. I think he genuinely had no idea he was about to get hit at high speed with that car door. So it kind of makes me wonder if his spidey sense works the same way, because he gets hit. We're seeing in like several times he's gotten hit. He doesn't seem to be able to sense when a punch is coming his way. Now, the whole thing with Flint, as we saw there, he was definitely goading him, and he knew he was going to get into, he knew that Flint was planning to hit him. But you know what I'm saying? Like every other Spider-Man, that would have been a very quick dodge, bob, weave, like, you know how it works. So it's interesting that it doesn't seem like Ben's spidey sense works that way. For his, it seems like, from what we've seen, and this is just my guess at this point, that it's like he can sense mutants. Like his spidey sensors go off when someone has powers. And that is such an interesting twist, like I said in the episode, because it is like having your own personal mutant alarm is kind of cool in a way, right? I mean, what do you do with that? I mean, I shouldn't say what do you do with that. He definitely could make money off of it, especially back then. But anyway, so we just know that, well, let's kind of talk about Ben's story right off the bat, right? Like I said, we're establishing the world. We're in, they didn't give the actual year that I saw, but it's looking like it might be the 20s to the 30s, somewhere in there. It's during the Great Depression. They mentioned that his secretary said we're in a depression. So the Great Depression was in the late 20s going into the 30s, because they went into the dirty 30s, right? So I'm thinking it's late 20s anyway. We're looking at America at that time. Yeah, there was basically a huge dichotomy between the rich and the poor, and it got bigger and bigger during the Depression. We see that we're introduced to Ben, and Ben was at one time the Spider. He used to use his abilities to do crime fighting. And we see he eventually fell in love with Ruby. It was beautiful. Things were supposed to be going his way. He was going to propose to her. And unfortunately, she died. We still don't know the details around how it happened, but we do know that she drowned. And he was just not able to save her. And as I said in the episode, kind of crazy that they just insist on Spider-Man always having... He always has a girl that he loses. Like, can we just have one Peter or one iteration of Spider-Man that doesn't have a wife that dies or a girlfriend that dies? But anyway, so in his grief, Ben said, nope, not going to do this anymore. I'm hanging up, because he feels like with all these powers and the great responsibility that came along with it, he wasn't enough to save the woman he loved. So what was the point of anything, right? Very nihilistic view, but it's real, right? People deal with grief in different ways, and his way was to kind of put away anything that reminded him of that. And of course, being in the suit when she passed would be a constant reminder as well. So you see, he packed it up, and he's like, I'm just gonna be a regular guy. It's fine. I'm just gonna use what, my God gave me up here, and that's how I'm gonna make my money. But we see that once he stopped doing what he needed to do, like stopping the crime and things, and his influence that was there, we see that there's someone named Silvermane. That looks like that's gonna be our main antagonist of the season, maybe. And he is, very much giving, what's his name? Goblin, the guy who, what's Goblin's real name again? Name just slipped right out of my head. But yeah, it's giving like the Goblin type person, kind of energy, right? He's got lots of money, he's got power, he's got hands in shady stuff. And yeah, now that the Spider's no longer protecting the streets, he's running rampant, and the city is like, what do we do? And so we're seeing that Ben is kind of just pretending that none of it is happening and just taking on these little, these little Mickey Mouse cases. They're nothing deep, it's nothing serious, but it's enough. And clearly not enough because he hasn't paid his secretary, because he doesn't get paid. But, again, he's just really not trying to invest in anything, because I think for two reasons. One, I don't think he wants to feel the desire to get sucked back into the spider world, but also because he doesn't want to care, right? He doesn't want to care. It's easier not to care, because when he did care, he got hurt, and now he's still upset about that, right? Which is you know, it's very real. It's not reasonable, but it's real. So we're kind of dumped into the story here where he's looking for a particular person, and he's not alone. Him and another private eye are looking for this particular person. We don't exactly know why at first, but then we find out it's because he burnt down, or it was suspected of burning down Silvermane's house, and while Silvermane was in it. Sadly, Silvermane survived, but a question then is how? Right? But anyway, we see that this person looking for Addison is a mutant, right? And again, I don't know what they're going to call them in this series, but you know, in the greater Marvel world, people with abilities are mutants, or enhanced is like some of the new terminology I'm hearing. But either way, he wasn't normal. We don't know if he was born like that. We don't know if he got the powers later. Questions. But either way, he could immolate. And because of that, he scared the crap out of someone, got himself killed. And once Ben saw that, we see that he was like surprised, but not surprised enough, if that makes sense, right? Like we saw the other private eye had exactly the right response. Like, wait, what happened? Like, how could he do that? What, you know, like, please someone explain. And we see that Ben was more like, you know what? Let's not talk about it. Like we're just going to pretend this never happened. Let's walk away and have a beer. Like he wants nothing to do with it, but he's not surprised, right? And obviously being a mutant himself, or the equivalent of a mutant, again, we don't know how he got his powers in this world so far. The show hasn't showed us. So, you know, if he was born as a Spider-Man in this world, maybe, but either way, point is Ben knows what it is to be different, and that, you know, it happens, right? So anyway, now we know that there are powered people in this world. Again, not sure how it's going to work because the Marvel universe is vast and how powers are, you know, how they come to be and who gets them. But anyway, we see that Ben is also working another case. That's how we're introduced to, it looks like, our female lead of the series, who is Kat. Kat is a singer. She's got that glam about her. She's got that aura. But we see that someone who's claiming to be her husband wants her to get caught having an affair with who we find out was the mayor. And it's obviously a smear campaign against the mayor. And my guess is that that guy who pretended to be her husband was actually someone working probably for Silvermane, because he probably wants the mayor in his pocket if he doesn't already have him. And so it's a whole thing there. And what I loved about the whole thing with the Kat job was that he gets up there and he sees her, he's going to do the job, but then he sees that she's about to get assaulted. And that's when he recognizes that the situation is not quite what the husband said it was, that she was there for some reason. We didn't get to hear the conversation, but in the end, something bad was about to happen. And thankfully, you can take the suit away from the hero, but you can't take the hero. What am I trying to say? You can take the hero out of the suit, but you can't take the heart out. You know what I'm saying? Like the heart of a hero is still there. So he sees something wrong happening and he intervenes, right? Against his better judgment, he intervenes. And of course he runs away because he doesn't want to get caught. But like I said, the web is a pretty big calling card in this town. People know there's only one hero that used webs. But anyway, I just love that he did do it. And it shows us that despite his whole, I don't care, you know, very flippant, I drink every day and smoke kind of attitude, he still does want to do things, right? It shows that the desire to help people is still there, even if it's buried under a lot of scar tissue right now. So anyway, once he sees that, he realizes that things are with that whole Kat situation are not quite what they seem. He goes and sees her, you know, when she's at her job. And I'm still trying to figure out if something was happening in that Kat's singing scene. Like maybe it was just to highlight why she's such a good singer, why she's so popular, but I'm getting this strange sense that maybe she's got an ability as well, because it feels like this is going to be a big part of this series, is people with abilities. And we saw that his spidey senses, you know, it keeps giving him what looks like a migraine or a headache. And as I said, very interesting, because in every other iteration I've seen of Spider-Man, it's never painful. The spidey sense is not a pain. It's more of a, you know, it's like a, you know, the hair on the back of your neck, like when you get a shiver kind of thing. So anyway, it seems like every time he's either near a mutant, which we saw when he was near Addison's body, it kicked in. And then, you know, he got it when he was at the office just talking about Kat. Like, I just feel like he's somehow picking up that, you know, these are people who are potentially mutants. So maybe Kat is a mutant, and something about her voice, or she can do something to her voice to make people basically become mesmerized with her when she's singing. Because you saw that he just, like, Ben was completely and utterly like locked in. And you see the little head shake he did when she stopped singing, like he didn't even know how he got so locked in. Because as a PI, you know, it's your job to be very observant of your surroundings and to be very like aware. And the fact that he completely zoned out for her song, I feel like even he was shook by it. So again, it could just be her, but I feel like there was more to that scene, but we'll have to find out. But yeah, we don't know much about Kat this far, other than the fact that she has something going on. She seemed very flippant about the pictures, although obviously she didn't want to get, and again, I think she only wanted the negatives back because, well, two reasons. One, back then a woman couldn't be involved in a scandal, but also I think she didn't want to get tangled with the mayor either. I think that's what she'd be more worried about, is that the mayor would think that she was trying to blackmail him. So she did in fact want these negatives. She did want to get all of those copies away. You see, she sent her henchman Flint, and as we saw towards the end of the episode, Flint is not human. And again, this is why I'm saying maybe my theory about the whole Spidey senses with the powers may not be right, because it didn't go off for Flint. He got nothing. But again, it seemed like Flint his powers didn't kick in until he was knocked out, right? He got knocked unconscious, came back, and it's like you could hear him muttering. He had no idea where he was. Ben's calling him Flint. He's not responding. And then when he finally looks at him, it's like he's a completely different thing. So, and then of course we see the fighting happens, and then Ben knocks him out again. And when he comes to, skin's back to normal, powers are gone. He has no recollection of what just happened. So interesting. Maybe that's why the Spidey sense didn't go off, because Flint's not always on, if that makes sense. But we'll have to see, because we didn't see him react at all when Flint was in that state. So all that to say that there seems to be something going on with these powers, why they're happening, who they're happening to. Is it a new thing? I got questions about that. I don't know if it's really that important, but we'll find out. And then we see that the other character we were introduced to was Lamorne's character. He's the Peter Parker of this one, right? He's writing all this stuff, all these articles about the corruption and against Silvermane, which I feel like is very ballsy considering that he's calling him names and directly accusing him of crime. But anyways, he clearly knows who Ben is, and he's basically trying to be that gentle nudge, gentle but firm nudge to say, bro, we need you. Like, you need to put the suit back on, or you need to go back out there and do what you're doing, because the city's kind of spiraling right now under Silvermane's control. But you know, as we see, and then he brings out that Ruby would want him to do that. So yeah, I do think that we're potentially moving towards him having to put the suit back on again and go back into that mode, because as we see, when he's trying to be just Ben, it's challenging, right? He's having a hard time. And as I said, I don't know if he's just not, because it's very hard to tell with what we've seen so far, if he's got the typical agility of a Spider-Man that we're used to, because Peter Parker was very nimble, but Ben moves like a 50-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? Ben moves like an older dude who does not move around a lot. And I don't know if that's because he's always been that way, or if it's because he's chosen to not do anything for 5 years and his body's just kind of, you know, getting a little cramped up because of all that. So I'm very interested to see a bit more of like what we're going to get from his abilities, how much of that is him just trying to settle into being a normie versus genuinely his state of being. And also, like, I'm okay if it's the latter, because that's a different type of Spider-Man, right? Like, if all he can really do is the spider sense and the webs, that's fine. That's plenty, especially for the 20s. Like, the world was a much different time back then, you know? It's not like it is today where there's so much more danger. But yeah, it's interesting to see how they're going to do this interpretation of this version of the Spider, and how much of it's going to potentially improve if it does improve, and if not, how he fights with this more realistic type of fighting, if that makes sense. Short of the webs, obviously the webs are a great advantage, but is there more? And if not, then, you know, what are they going to do to kind of show us that this guy's a true spider person, right? So yeah, I think it was a solid first episode. Like, I'm interested in the world. I'm interested in what's going on. Is Silvermane maybe tied into the Ruby situation? I have many questions. So that's good. That means that they're doing their job. So I enjoyed that first episode a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.